Hi everyone and welcome to Our Kitchen. Today I'll be cooking yapp with curry, which literally means rice with meat and curry. It can be any type of meat, but I'm using beef today. So I'll go over the ingredient quickly. I have onions, garlic, beef, and as I've mentioned, you can use lamb, you can use any meat you want. Jalapeno, bell pepper, ginger, scallion, rice, carrots and green peas. I have soy sauce, ground sage, smoked paprika, cayenne pepper, black pepper, curry powder, salt, and some oil. So first you want to start by pouring the oil in the pot. And then I have some garlic and ginger. So I'm going to pound the garlic and the ginger. And about the oil, I did put about a third of a cup of oil. I did use olive oil, but you can use any type of oil you want to. And then I added some jalapeno, some bell pepper, scallion, and I'm gonna mix it very well. I'm gonna pound it very well, I meant to say. And you can use a blender if you want to. I just prefer to use the mortar and the pestle. So I added some salt to the meat. You don't have to wait until the oil gets really hot, just warm. So I added a little bit of salt. You don't want to put too much. You would rather have less salt, so if you have to add, you can add as you go. And just mix it together. And now I'm gonna add some smoked paprika. And after the smoked paprika, I will go ahead and add some black pepper. And then mix it well. And I could also mix, like put the black pepper and the smoked paprika while I was putting the scallion and everything else. So it doesn't matter. And then add all my mixture to the meat. And make sure I stir it up very well. And this will just like give some taste and some, it will just give a lot of taste to the meat, and it also will helps it caramelize quicker. Because you want the meat to turn golden brown before you're gonna add some water. So we're gonna mix it very well. And also you'll see that I will use the same mixture throughout the whole time. I'm gonna use it again before I put the rice, and I'm gonna use it for my sauce as well. So it's the same mixture. And the only thing I haven't added, and I will add later, is the ground sage. And now you want to add some soy sauce. It said liquid seasoning, but it's the same as soy sauce. It's just another brand. And you want to mix it very well. And this is also another reason why you don't want to put too much salt, because this is salty. And you want to mix it, and then you just want to cover it up until there is no more water. You want all the water to be reabsorbed. And before that, you want to add some onions. And the onions, what it does, it just helps it caramelize quicker. And it gives it flavor as well. And that's the word I was looking for when I started earlier, when I said it gives it taste, like the mixture I just added to the meat. It gives it a lot of flavor. That's what I was looking for. So now I'm gonna check again, and now you can see I can still tell that there is some water in it. So I'm just like mixing it together. And as I said, you just want to make sure like it's golden brown. I mean, you can tell it's getting there, but we still have a little more left, a little bit left. And then anytime you check it's not golden brown yet, like the way it looks now, you just want to close it back. But you want to be close by, because you don't want it to be burnt, because it happened to me before. And just mix it up very well. And now that's what you're looking for. And then you can add some water. And what I added there is about 3 cups of water. And the amount of water you add really depend on the type of rice you're cooking and how much rice you're cooking. So this pot can cook up to 2 kilograms of rice, and I'm cooking 1 kilogram of rice, and I'm using jasmine rice. So it depends. If I was using brown rice, I would need more water. So it just depends on, you know, the quantity of rice you're cooking. So now I'm just gonna let the meat cook, but before that I'm gonna add some curry powder, and you can add more if you want. You know, I just don't want to add way too much. You know, I mean, you can add about, let's say, 3 or 4 tablespoons. I really don't measure because I cook this very often, but it depends on how many curry you want in your dish. So you can add just as much as you want, and then mix it and then close it back, and as I said, let the meat cook. And now I'm just gonna rinse the rice and strain it, and put it in the microwave for 6 minutes. There is another way to do it back home, and I have the tool to do so, but it's just easier to do it in the microwave. And this help. The reason why I'm doing this is just to make sure the rice doesn't get too soggy. And now I have the same mixture I had when I just started.
The only difference
I was
is that I
mentioning earlier that I will use this mixture over and over again. And that is the ground sage I didn't add earlier. So that's the only thing that has changed. So I have like the scallion, the onions, the ginger, the jalapeno, the green pepper. That's what I have. And then I added the same seasoning, and I put everything in the pot and just mix it together. And what I usually do when I use the big mortar, I just make a lot of it instead of like making it over and over again. I just make a lot of it so I can use it like when I started, in the middle of my cooking, before I put the rice, and then when I do my onion sauce at the end. So it's easier that way, but since I'm using the little one, you know, I have to do it over and over again, which I really don't mind. And as I have mentioned, I think I've already said that you can use a blender if you want to. So this is the rice after I have rinsed it, strained it, and put it in the microwave for 6 minutes. And this is the texture you're looking for. Like, it's kind of bind together, you know. And the meat is almost cooked. It's still boiling. I have it on medium high. So once the meat is cooked, we'll put the rice inside, and then we'll put it on low. So we'll get to that soon. So I just checked, and my meat is cooked and the salt is good. So I'm gonna take the rice and put it inside, mix it all together. It's gonna be a little bit messy, but bear with me. And sometimes, just to avoid this mess, I put it in a bowl, and then from the bowl just put it in the pot. It's easier. Alright, after that, you want to turn it on low. And just FYI, if you like too much curry, you are free to put more. I don't want too much of it because it's strong. I can smell it, I can taste it. So right, let's check our rice. As you can see, the water is all absorbed, so I'm just gonna take the mixed vegetables and just put it on the top. But I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, maybe like 5 minutes, and then I'll mix it all together. Okay, I think it's been more than 5 minutes. Now we're gonna mix it all together. It's looking good so far. Make sure you mix it very well. I have to go easy since the pot is full. The reason why you want to mix it very well, you want it to cook even, because if not, you're gonna have one part cooked, the other part halfway cooked, yeah, the rest of it overcooked, and you don't want that. And this is exactly the texture you want to look for. You don't want it too soggy, like, how can I say, you don't want it to look like some risotto. Alright, and now I'm gonna check and see if it's cooked. I doubt it, but I'll try it. Almost cooked, just a little bit left, so we're almost there. Alright, 5 more minutes and the rice will be ready, and then we'll cook the sauce, which is optional. I just like to have some sauce on this side. Okay. The rice is cooked by now. Oops. I still have to taste it just to make sure. And once it's fully cooked, you don't want to leave it on the pot, you know, it's gonna mess it up. You want to put it in another container, like a bowl or anything, but do not leave it in the pot. And after that, we'll go ahead and make the sauce. Now I'm going to cook the sauce, which is very quick. So I have some olive oil. I don't need to wait until it's hot. I just go ahead and put the onions. Not everything, just what I need. Ooh, that should be enough. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add this mixture. I pretty much use the same ingredient most of the time. I may add something different, but usually it's the same thing. When I make my sauce, anything like my rice, anything, I use the same mixture. So this is jalapeno, scallion, green pepper, yellow pepper, and what else? I think that's it. And garlic. Just mix it together. And then the same seasoning, I'm gonna have a little bit of black pepper. And then I'm gonna add some paprika. And I like the smoked one. It tastes better than the regular one. And you want to put a tiny bit of salt because you don't want it too salty. Just a little bit. And if it's not enough, we'll add more later. And usually I add some fresh lime or vinegar, so either or, but not both. So I'm gonna put some vinegar, just a little bit, not too much. And add some more soy sauce. And that's it. And you can add a little bit of black pepper. Just a tiny bit, because you don't want it too spicy. Not everyone likes spicy food. And now all you have to do is just let it simmer down and get golden brown. And once it's done, you can just add a little bit of Dijon mustard, and then that's it. And then I'll go ahead and plate. As you can see, the sauce is ready. And I add a little bit of Dijon mustard, just a tiny bit, like little bit. This much. I already added some, that's why I'm not gonna add any more. You want it to be golden brown, just like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate.